Today is Thursday, January 17th. Today's Miss Tracy's birthday, by the way, so if you guys see her, make sure you say happy birthday to her. And we are going to be taking everything we know about adding and subtracting fractions and then use it to apply to real-world problems. One example of a real-world problem is this problem of the day. Let's take a look at it. Today's problem of the day says, once again, Laura bought 8 3/10 yards of ribbon. She used 2 1/3 yards to tie a package up and 1 2/3 yards to make a bow. Joe later gave her 4 3/5 more yards. How much ribbon does she have now? Okay, here's the thing. I'm not even going to ask you to solve this problem right now. All I want you to do is work with the people around you at your table group, maybe work in groups of 2 or 3, to draw a tape diagram that would best show this scenario. Go. So if we know that she starts with a big piece, let's draw a big piece to begin with. And how much ribbon does she have when she first gets started? Everyone? 8 3/10 of a yard. Okay, then what does she start doing with that ribbon? She starts using it, right? First, how much does she use? 2 1/3 of a yard. So let's go ahead and mark that off. That part is now used. Sometimes what I like to do is if it's taken away, I like to kind of shade it in or draw some sort of marking to show that it's gone. Then what happens? She uses some more, doesn't she, to make a bow. So does that mean I should add on more ribbon or take away some ribbon? Take away. How much should I take away? 1 2/5. Okay. So what does this section represent? It's how much she has left, right? So is that the final answer? Because then what happens? Joe gives her some more ribbon. How much ribbon does Joe give? 4 3/5. So does that mean I have to take away 4 3/5? I'm adding it on, so I have to make my tape even longer, don't I? I have to make it longer like this. And how much more did Joe give her? 4 3/5. So what part of the tape diagram shows how much ribbon she has now? Because the question is asking us to figure out how much ribbon Laura has now. Well, Laura has what she used to have after she made her package and her bow, right? So this part right here. And she also has the amount that Joe gave her. Do you agree? Okay, give me a thumbs up if your tape diagram looks like this now. Awesome. Drawing a tape diagram is the hardest part about solving word problems because it shows that you understand what the problem's asking. Once you're done with this, the math part, that's easy. The adding and subtracting, that's easy. It's easy to make careless mistakes, but the math itself is easy. Do you agree? So now, again, don't solve it. I want you to use your words to explain to the people at your table group, how would you find the answer, which is this green highlighted area. This is how much she has left, right? How much she has altogether. We know that she originally started out with 8 3/10, which is this much. But she used up this red amount, right? So the first thing I would do is I would add up how much she used up. So I would do 2 1/3 plus 1 2/5. Give me a thumbs up if you also said that's what you would do first. Very nice. Once I get that total, I would take that total away from her original starting amount, which is 8 3/10. Do you guys agree? That would give you this part right here, right? Then, because Joe was so nice and gave her more, what would we need to do? Add 4 3/5. So how many steps would this problem take? 1 step for the addition of the red part. Step 2 would be to subtract from the blue part. And then step 3 would be to add the yellow part. Make sense? Very good. Is there another way we could solve this? Rashit, how would you solve it?
What I was thinking was that you could subtract 1 2/5 from 4 3/5 first, since they both have like units.
Oh, so Rashit is saying I could take 1 2/5 away from this part, okay?
Because it's still like part of the tape.
Because, sure.
And then you would only be left with 2 1/3, which would make the problem kind of easier.
Yeah, so you could kind of rearrange, you could use thinking strategies to solve it in a different way. Do you guys understand that? Very good.